in the master bedroom. See, with the paint all cut in, doesn't that look sharp? Look at that. I've got all the baseboards here nicely painted, fresh coat of paint, and the door frames. See how bright and clean looking lines it looks like when you cut in and you do things right. I've got the window stool nicely painted, and that turned out really good too. Hey, well, I just got done installing the semi-gloss paint on the top and the edges, and I decided I just used the 2-inch throwaway paintbrush. I was going to use my 3-inch, but the 2-inch worked fine because I had to kind of cut it in the best I could and do across here. It didn't really take me that long to do that, and I didn't get it cut in exactly 100% perfect, but that's okay. I got it as best as I could. When that dries, you're not even going to really know it because it's the same color paint. But this just gives me a little bit more durability on these shelves, especially since they're right here next to the little kitchen in this condo. Okay, if we're going to put food and stuff like that, and then the other ones by the washer and dryer upstairs, I did the same thing. And the thing I wanted to tell you about the craft paper too, when you use craft paper, the good thing is you know when you've dropped some paint, and before you walk off the craft paper, you can step and see if there's any paint on the bottom of your feet, and before you start walking out on your nice floors or your carpet or whatever. You know, I could take a little piece of carpet pad or something, some old carpet pad, and I could set it down here, but you just look on the craft paper. You know, it really works out good. You've got to get it one of these days. I'm going to really convince you that you should start using craft paper instead of the real thin plastic or canvas, not canvas, but you know, those big heavy drop cloths that painters use. When you put something like that down on the floor, you don't know if there's any paint on it, where the paint's dripped on there. You start walking all over the place. You're walking all over on the paint, and then you've got to have those drop cloths forevermore and store them and all that kind of stuff. This stuff is easy to store, man. Here, this is how you store your craft paper. Look at all the craft paper I still have left for all kinds of things. And I'll still bring out some for here, and I won't just tape it down kind of like this. See, I'm just not going to do that. You know, and I could put it all along here, 3 foot wide, all the way across, and tape it all down and stuff. But no, I'm going to take just a full piece. Let's just imagine this is a full piece, okay, 3 foot wide and stuff. I'm just going to shove it up there like that with my foot, and then I just kind of slide it along, and I'll have like an 8 foot long piece, or maybe 9 or 10 feet long, depending. And see, I don't have to tape it and stuff. And if you will remember, when I paint the baseboard, if I don't get it all the way down to the bottom, you know, as long as I'm within a 1/4 inch or so of the floor, and if I happen to tag the floor a little bit, and if I'm within a 1/4 inch of the baseboard, I can leave that paint, because remember, I'm going to put 1/4 round on there, and I'm going to probably use 5/8 1/4 round, and it's a pre-finished white, and it comes in lengths at Home Depot. I think they're 8 foot lengths. 8 foot lengths or 10 foot lengths, but I think they're 8 foot lengths, and it's this plastic stuff, and it's white all the way through, so if it scratches, it's still white. And it might even be the same color as the baseboard. I still have to paint this baseboard, but once I get that, I'll show you it, and if it matches, if it blends in really good, all I'll have to do is put some white caulking on the back side of it, and push it up there, tape it to the wall, let it dry, pull the masking tape up, and then take a nice nice bead of caulking on the top of the quarter round, and I may not even have to paint that quarter round. If the quarter round, there's two different kinds of quarter round at the Home Depot. One is like an MDF pre-primed quarter round. Then of course you have to paint that. But this other stuff is like plastic stuff, and it's white, and it might just work without me having to paint it. Stay tuned for that, but hey, I hope I've made a believer in you of using craft paper from now on. Oh, that's funny. Remember I said I needed some white ceiling flat paint? I wasn't quite sure what it was for. It's for those marks, remember? Up there. Those lines on the ceiling from my little paint roller cover, or my paint roller frame. And I don't have to do that today, mind you. I can do that some other time, so I guess I don't have to worry about that today. But what you probably should do after a while is get a notepad, and I've worked off of clipboards forever. And you just start making yourself a list of things to do, things that you still need to do today, or things that need to be cut in, or certain things, or like I say, you can take some blue masking tape. You just pop a little piece of masking tape up there, and that will be your reminder. You know what I mean? Okay, I just thought that was funny. I had to give myself a little chuckle. My mind is swirling of all the different little things I need to do today with the paint. All right, I'm out for now. Thanks for joining me.